Okay, so an update on the Firewatch project. I've made a simple grid world version of the island to try and sort out some of the pathfinding and map making stuff. So we've got a whole bunch of trees on a grid, and we've got a little blue drone here which is going to be surveying the trees. We've got our infrared camera downward facing view there, we've got a forward facing camera there, and this is going to be heat map. So it's a fairly simplistic mapping process where if on a particular cell it detects the fire is larger than a certain size, it will set the color to white on here. The trees catch fire and go out again, so the map should be updating dynamically. Depends on the speed of the drone. The registration is not that great, so you sort of get the idea of how it's working. Okay, so let's run it, and the trees all start on fire and then go out for some reason, but anyway. So we've got our blue drone tracking there, and I think it spotted those fires that came in. So we've got nothing happening at the moment. Just while it's doing that, we can see this is the waypoint path that it's following. So it's just doing a lawnmower pattern, and camera's facing straight down. Okay, so it didn't catch that tree for some reason. Okay, so it got that one and got that one. Okay, so things are heating up. There's obviously, to make this useful, there has to be something where there's a kind of confidence that you build up on a particular cell where there's a fire there, and it's a kind of learning rate thing where as the extra information comes in you increase your confidence. But actually what will make this an interesting problem is when there's a real fire, it obviously travels, a bit like a game of life thing, but the fire itself will move across the board, and the challenge will be there trying to track the location of the fire dynamically. And clearly more drones or drones operating more quickly will help in giving some live information. There's all sorts of fancy stuff we could do with the map making. This is probably good enough if the registration is okay to show that something's going on. Okay, that's about it. So I'm quite excited. Something's working. If we get it working on a grid world, then we can apply it to the island for eye candy. Obviously, when you introduce height in there, there's a whole lot of other stuff you have to deal with waypoint heights and cameras above the ground and stuff. So it's a lot easier to start off with just working in 2D, but not so hard to make it in 3D once we've got other bits working. Okay.